I don't even know what I'm saying. I don't even know. You guys, it's Tuesday. You know what that means. A brand new video, brand new training. Let's talk some Scentsy and let's talk about October and Scentsy. Ready, set, let's go. Hi guys, it is Jackie. I am back another week. I don't know about you guys, but we are the third day into October and this month is just on fire. I've got lots of stuff going on within my team. I did get to welcome a new team member. Late last night, I officially did her welcome today. Mary Ann joined my team. I'm so excited. I hope all of you are talking and working on your business just as much. You guys, we've got tons of stuff going on in October. Our Scentsy holiday collection got released. Is anybody else just as excited as I am about all these fantastic holiday products? It's really hard to believe because I know it's only October, but already in my head, I'm like totally looking forward to the holiday season. I love it. It is my favorite time of year. My youngest, her birthday is on the holidays, so it just becomes this magical world here in our home, and I adore this time of year. So if I seem extra happy, that would be why. So let's kind of talk a little about staying connected and active and up to date in our business. I'd love to hear from some of you guys how you go about doing that. Feel free to leave your comments down there in the comments of how you actually kind of keep yourself accountable, okay? I know for a lot of you, and I talk about this a lot, I am a working mom. I am busy, busy, busy. And during the work day, I really don't have a whole lot of time. And even in the evening, taking care of the house and the chores and whatever's going on with my kids and everything else, and then trying to find time for a little bit of business work and then getting myself in bed to do it all over again tomorrow. It can just be overwhelming some days. And there are some days, I am the first to admit, that it just is overwhelming. And I don't want you guys to feel that if you see your own warning signs, like you notice you're getting stressed out or you're just not feeling it that day, I don't want you guys to put too much pressure on yourselves. You're like, oh, well, I'm not working my business today, and it's just been a really bad day. Trust me, we all have them. And by all means, I think that the best way to truly handle those days are to take the day for you and to rest, relax, de-stress, whatever it is that you do to kind of recenter yourself. That's what you should focus on. Because if you're not running on all cylinders, then you're not gonna have as good of performance in whatever it is you're doing, right? So I really want you guys to be focusing on that life balance. Again, I talk about it a lot, but it truly is important to us as people, and especially when we are running a business. Even if you don't work outside the home, you know, there's still a lot going on, okay? There's so much stuff that is going on every single day in our lives and in the world around us that some days we just truly need to turn off and just recenter. And there is no shame in that. I do not want you guys to feel that you don't have that opportunity. Please remember, you are a business owner and you are your own business owner, okay? You don't have to ask for a sick day. You don't need a personal day. You just take it when you need it and just recognize those signs when you need it. So talking kind of about the topic of how do we stay focused? How do we stay connected? The best is showing up for Little Miss, so you might get her here in a minute. For me personally, like I said, I am mobile, I am on the go. So my phone is truly my go-to. My secondary backup is my Surface tablet. And so I will take this with my day bag. And that's why I really try and keep things all on the same platform. So Google Docs is my best friend. My OneDrive is my best friend. Finding ways that you can kind of access things from any access point, whether you are at home, in your home office, or running around town and you've got your phone, find ways that you can easily do that. And you can do that with all the tools that we have today. You look like it went good. Now you guys can spend a lot of time online. There's tons of different apps, regardless of what platform you're running on, whether it's Apple through the iStore, whether it's through the Android, Google Play, whatever, or whether you're just going online on a PC version of whatever it is. There's tons of different time saver apps and all of this. If that is something that truly works for you, then by all means, do it. I've tried different ones over the years, and honestly, I end up spending more time just refining those apps to what I want them to do than just doing what I really need to do. So I've really just kind of cleaned the slate. I have started fresh, and honestly, like I said, I use the Google Suite, so to speak. So the Google Docs, my Google OneDrive, Bitly has all of my links. There's an app. You can get on PicMonkey. There's an app and it's on the computer. Things like that, right? And my calendar is my Gmail calendar. So again, by kind of keeping everything all on a platform that I can access no matter where I am, truly saves me the most time. And also, another way to stay accountable is to take a little time at the beginning of every week, or maybe it's the end. Usually that's a Sunday for me for the upcoming week. But what I do is I try and take anywhere between about 15 to 30 minutes, and 9 times out of 10 it is sitting on my couch, but I just kind of plot out my week. What are my top to-do things for the week? What do I truly need to focus on to get done this week? Maybe it's mailing out a pouch party. Maybe it's responding to some emails. Maybe it's getting to some follow-ups, whatever it is. And then break up that to-do list and give each day a small assignment. That way you're not overwhelmed trying to get everything done all at once, because I am the poster child for trying to do it all and not being successful at it. You will have more success by dividing and conquering all of those to-do list items. So really sit down. Like I said, you can take anywhere from 15 to 30 minutes more if you need it or if you have the time. But just kind of organize yourself, prioritize your week, and you will feel much better as you get into the week. Of course, things are going to be thrown your way, but if you have that running to-do list, then you'll know what you didn't get done that you still need to follow up on. I also think that it's really important, as we talk about holding ourselves accountable in our own business, is a really big piece of accountability. I have somewhat of a larger team, and I'm always, pushing myself out there, but I think at the same time, I am not a pro at anything. I will never claim to know everything. But I think that as independent consultants, working our own businesses, and however the means is that we do that, it's truly important to stay accountable for ourselves and ask questions when we have them. Rather than sitting back and waiting for somebody to come to you, it's very important to kind of speak up when you are encountering, whether it's a question, whether it's something that you're just not familiar with but you need more information on, or you've been searching the workstation for like 30 minutes and you're just head in your hands, frustrated. You just can't find what you're looking for. I think that the best solution to all of those problems is truly asking. And if you're part of my team or my downline, or probably even outside of that, I'm sure your team does the same thing. We have Facebook groups set up that truly can be a great resource for those moments of time. a lot of time you may not be on the same schedule as your sponsor or your upline or even your fellow team members. So, you know, everybody's running in different directions, whether it's day, night, what have you. So having that Facebook group or groups, as we have in my team, we've got 3 main groups in our team, is really reaching out when we need that help. And I like to encourage people to do that simply for the fact that a lot of people just feel very reserved when it comes to posting.
I have to go to work.
Have a good night, babe.
Love you.
Love you. Did you take one of those bowls?
Yeah.
Okay. Sometimes we can feel just a little bit nervous or shy when it comes to speaking up and asking those questions because you don't want to sound silly.
Maybe you feel like other people have been doing this longer and you're like, this is like the silliest question ever asked, I'm sure.
Trust me, we all of us, every single independent Scentsy consultant across the globe or around the globe has started from day 1, okay? Day 1. The day that they got their original starter kit, right? When that arrived in the mail and that wonderful feeling of opening that kit.
And that instant realization and joy of, I just joined Scentsy.
That just is such an amazing feeling. It's so exciting. And as we move forward, once we get to our, you know, day 15, day 75, day whatever, I'm over 5 years now, so when we get to those bigger milestones, you know, it's kind of like when you have, for those of you out there who have had children, you forget the whole childbirth scenario, right? You forget the labor part. Suddenly your mind just overtakes and it's like, oh, I just remember the joy. You don't remember those days that you were like, oh, when's my starter kit? Can I get here? I can't wait for it to get here. You don't remember that, right? You remember the joy and the happiness and the feeling associated when that happened. And I think over time we can lose focus of that. We can lose sight of that. So remember those joyous moments and don't forget that when you are welcoming new team members in, you need to remember they are having those moments. Those moments are happening for them. So being there to congratulate and to welcome is a huge sigh of relief for people who are just joining, because being able to have them see the world that we live in as Scentsy consultants, the friendship, the fun, the excitement that we get when new products are released. The first day of every new month, does anybody else stock their workstation to see what the upcoming scent and warmer of the month is? I totally do. I get so excited, and a lot of times it's hard to contain that excitement, but I really do try. So there's a lot going on in our businesses, right? You know, once we start working our business, when we've got the mindset of this is a business, I'm gonna work it as a business, suddenly there's a lot of moving parts happening. Grounding myself, keeping myself accountable, setting up those weekly goals, all of that kind of rolls into one big happy blanket of a burrito. Wrapping all of this up for you, it's all about balance. Life balance for you and balance for your team and balance for your business. So by being able to keep things balanced, again, having one of those days, then you take a day and you recenter, whether it's Netflix and chilling all night, or going and getting a pedicure, going out on a date with your husband or significant other, whatever it is, you need to recenter. So recenter yourself and start fresh the next day. The great thing about every morning is it's a fresh start to new possibilities. That is this week. Next week, we are going to talk about putting things into motion. And I want to focus a little bit on Facebook parties, because that is becoming a trending topic of what I'm seeing and the questions that I'm getting from my direct team and from those of you who reach out to me and network with me. So I think that next week, that's kind of what we're going to focus on. We're going to focus on implementing some goals. So we're really going to fine tune some ways to keep ourselves accountable and how to really implement those strategies. And then we're also in one piece of that implementation, again, a larger part and a larger group of questions that always comes up, always is running around the Facebook party. So make sure, if you are not already subscribed, I don't know why, because every single Tuesday I'm bringing you new training topics. I am here for you. Feel free to share this with those that you network with within your Scentsy business and your Scentsy teams and your team members. Sharing and networking together is truly the fabric of what brings Scentsy together and all of us as consultants together. We can live across the globe, right? Across an ocean even, but being able to network together and really just brainstorm and share ideas and tips and ask those questions that we really need help with, that is an amazing community of people. So that is one of the big things that you can brag about with your Scentsy business. You have a huge community literally rooting for you. All right, guys, I'm gonna say goodbye from overcast Kansas City here and enjoy the rest of my rainy week. I hope you guys all have a great week too. Spread some love, and until next time, peace, love, happiness. Bye. And my topic is accountability, so there you go. Did it seem really dark back there to you? It did to me, so I turned on the light. I don't know why. It just seems very dark. I think it's because it's a little overcast today. I totally lost my whole train of thought right there. It's been a long day. All of that ends up in a beautiful glass of wine. All of that wraps right into this wonderful warm hug. I wish I could take a nap right now, but I have to go cook dinner. Anybody want to come cook for me? It's real life, people, it happens.